The flexibility, there's so many different things. One day it could be working in the office on bookwork. The next day you could be driving a tractor or a truck or a combine. You're not tied to a desk all the time, you're outside quite a bit. So it's kind of the variability, different things that you get to do. That's what I like the most.
Anybody know what this is? Can you see it? Go ahead.
Peas.
Peas? No, you're close though. They kind of look like peas.
Beans.
They are beans. What kind of beans? Does anybody know?
Soybeans.
Soybeans, that's right. Yep.
Soybeans that sounds
Yeah, soybeans. So we grow a lot of soybeans. A lot of soybeans. They seem to grow really well. We grow a lot of soybeans. We grow pinto beans. And we grow black turtle beans. Okay.
Down to castle. So, if you guys want to pass this around, this is corn. I'm going to put it right on top. There's a very special kernel in here. There's a purple kernel. I'll tell you about that at the very end. So that's regular corn. That's what I raise. So it goes to the ethanol plant, right? And what they do is they grind it up.
Does anyone else in your family farm?
Well, I don't have any brothers that farmed. They all went and did something else. That's why I kind of chose to farm, is I knew that none of my other brothers wanted to or did. They were already off on their own. But my dad farmed, and his dad before him. So we're the third generation farming in this area. But I have other relatives, cousins, distant cousins and stuff that do farm, yeah. Most about farming is a little bit that you are, as my dad said when he wanted to farm, was being your own boss a little bit. But then my mom always said she was kidding him. He was kidding himself because Mother Nature is the boss. You know, the rain and the weather that you have kind of gets to control. But you do, if you do want to take the family and go somewhere on a day, you can just up and do it if you really want to. Or if it rains one day and you can't get in the field, there's a good day to do something, go golfing.
What is some equipment you use?
Well, we have tractors that do a lot of the hard work, the labor, pulling the equipment and hauling the hay and stuff like that. We have a combine that harvests the crops, balers that bale up the small square bales. We do a few of those, and mostly in big round bales. That's what we feed most of the cattle. We do a few small ones so that we can feed in the barn. So that's the only reason we bale up a few hundred small ones every year, just so when we do have some animals in the barn, we can feed them a little more easily in the barn. And large trucks to haul the crops to market.
What is your most important piece of equipment?
Most important, I think the most important thing is the planter. Getting the crop planted correctly and well and getting it started is the most important part of the growing the crop, I think. We had a bottle calf, and I just remembered this when we had a bottle calf that it was very tame, and it never was really in a pen. It just kind of roamed the farm on its own, and when we came in the house, it followed us up to the house, and we were in the house, and also the next thing you know, we looked, it was on the steps looking in the window of the house, ready to come right in, and at this time it wasn't a little calf anymore, it was like maybe about 800 pounds. And it was ready to come right in the front door. If we'd opened the door, it would have just walked right in. But we didn't really want that either, so we